Welcome, everybody, to the first official episode of Between the Textbooks, a college guys podcast. I'm your host, Chris Orms. I'm here with my co-host,
Kyle Wu.
And we're roommates here at UC Davis. And basically what we're doing is just making a college guys podcast-ish about what we do, what we talk about, school, everything outside of school, all that kind of stuff. And then it's also for people inbound to college, like high school age guys, seniors that are getting ready to come into college. We're talking about stuff that, you don't really think about when you're coming into college. You don't really know. You kind of got to learn on your own. But we're going to shed some wisdom for you and what everything's actually like here. We're going to be talking about everything, sports, classes, video games, movies, girls, whatever. But primarily we're going to be a little video game focused because we're all gamers in the household. And if we're not talking about a video game, we're going to be playing a video game in the background. So, Kyle, what are we playing today?
Today we are playing Risk of Rain, and it's an indie game. It came out on Steam about a year ago, and it was very, very big. I would guarantee you it was number one for best-selling for a while. And it's basically just kind of like a 2D side-scroller, and there's different kind of classes or characters that you can pick from. And so we're just going to start off, and we're going to be picking some characters. I'm going to go with the Huntress, and we just unlocked her, so I'm not entirely sure what she does, but kind of a bow person.
Okay, blink, laser, okay. And then I am sticking with my, whatever he's called here, Enforcer. Kind of a tank guy. His big special move is that he can put down his shield and then be invincible from the front. Kind of a slower, short-range guy, but hopefully we'll complement each other well here. And so what's the point? What are we trying to do?
Okay, so now that we're in the game, the world is randomly generated, and the enemies, the mobs, spawn randomly. And there'll be a portal that spawns randomly in the map, and you just have to find the portal, activate the portal, start kind of like a boss battle, and then once you beat it, you go through...
I'm going down.
I'll go with you. Okay. Once you beat the boss... Hey, we found the portal! Once you beat the boss, it'll teleport you to the next world, and once you go through several worlds, you'll eventually get to the last world and beat the final boss and end the game.
Okay. And what's the catch?
If you look at the top right, there is a timer, and the longer you take, the harder the game gets. So you can stay and try and stock up and get more powerful, but once you get to the later worlds, it gets very, very difficult.
Okay, so we're racing against the clock. Okay.
Yes.
What the heck is this giant fireworm thing?
This is a magma worm, dude.
Okay, yeah, obviously. Okay, anyways, so we're gonna be doing this little side-scrolling, little shooting, little platforming, and little magma worming. But our main topic, the content of the podcast here, we're going to be talking about is longboarding. And we're going to be talking about longboarding because the four of us in the apartment here, Brian and Tim are not with us tonight, but they will frequent the show. But 2 months ago, none of us had longboards. And none of us were longboarders. You were a skateboarder at one point in your life.
Yes.
But none of us were longboarders. And dude, level up, get on my level. But in the course of 2 months, we went from 0 longboards in the house to 4. All of us have one, and then we have a spare skateboard.
Yeah.
So where did this all come from? And then you have a funny story to talk about your longboard that you just got the other day. Mm-hmm. The irony of it. So what happened?
So this kind of all started as our roommate Tim. I'm about to die right now. Our roommate Tim was very interested in longboarding, and I was a skateboarder prior, so I kind of was in there to kind of show him what to do, start off at. And he really liked it. He bought a longboard, and then you got really interested in it as well, and you bought a longboard, and then I bought one, and then Brian bought one. So now all of us have one. But I think there's a big negative thing with skateboarding, and that is it's very, very dangerous.
Yes.
I mean, it's very fun, and I love it, but the dangerous side of it is absolutely there. And as of a couple of days ago, I fell for the second time. I mean, I've fallen a lot, but I've fallen and broken my hand now for the second time. But I continue to skateboard. And I was actually asked by several people as to why I do that, and I answered it as it's something I really enjoy, and I do a lot of other dangerous stuff, like I mountain bike and stuff.
Yeah,
and mountain biking's probably
you
less,
can die on the trail that we've gone on. You can die on.
Yeah, there's
Like,
there's
it's
less of a
very-
chance of getting injured, but the risk of injury, like
Is
the type
much
of
more
injury,
severe.
like you can hurt
Yes.
yourself a lot. And I mean, I've
I
even
messed
fallen
up,
and
I
hurt
messed up,
myself.
I messed
You're
up,
gonna
I messed
die
up.
right there.
Yeah, I messed up. Oh man.
And so I think that, and I mean, I've done this with like a lot of sports and stuff, and that perseverance is a big part of any sport or physical activity, rather. And if it's something you enjoy, like, don't give it up.
Yeah, because a lot of people think you're a little crazy,
Yeah.
and because you're also in a half cast right now, or like a temporary cast.
Yeah, playing a video
And
game.
playing a video game, yes, you're struggling a little bit, but no. And we actually just got back from longboarding to the store. Again, you're in the cast and you're still longboarding.
Yes.
And some people think you're a little crazy for that.
A little bit.
My girlfriend included.
Oh, really?
but,
She said that, huh?
Yeah, I think she was like saying you should not be longboarding. I think that was a thing. But yeah, you know, you just can't be scared of it. You know, you get knocked down, you got to get back on the horse, and especially if it's something like you said, you know, you can't if you create this like unclimbable wall. If you get hurt or something happens bad while you're, for instance, skateboarding, and you just never get
go
back
back.
on it. We go on left.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to waste too much time.
Yeah,
Like, we were
yeah.
trying to get items and stuff, but now it's at the point where, like, we've spent a decent amount of time.
Well, we've
here.
gotten everybody right. We can move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you activate the world, or like activate the portal rather, and defeat the boss, after like a certain time limit, nobody else spawns. None of the enemies spawn anymore. But we were just trying to buy stuff, but we
Okay.
don't want to waste too much time here.
Okay, so moving on to the second world. Anyways, so like if you get hurt doing something, injured something, doing something, and you don't, if you just never get back to it, if you never try again, and you just maintain that fear, like it'll just grow and grow, and you'll be terrified to ever do it again.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like that's not the way to live, you know. And
It's not something to be scared of.
No, it's like it's supposed to be a fun activity that you enjoy doing, and it's really nice here in Davis because we're flat ground.
Yeah.
And now that all of us have them, like we can longboard to the coffee shop, the store, campus. You know, like I drive to campus and then put the longboard in my trunk and then go from there. Like it's very handy. So it's designed to be fun. It's designed to be useful. If you're letting it, oh shoot, I died.
Oh, dang it. You're going to leave me here this whole level now?
How did? Oh shoot, I'm dead for the whole level.
You're dead for the whole level.
Okay. I thought I had my shield down. I don't know how I was taking damage. I must not have. I got carried away.
Scrub over here.
But yeah, so you can't, you know, be terrified of it and be scared of it because then you're no longer having fun, and that's what it's all about. But anyways, in addition to being fun, it's also a great source of transportation in Davis, in college towns that are flat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So one thing I didn't know, like I knew you skateboarded a little bit, and then I dabbled in the skateboarding back when I was like 8, whatever, you know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3,
Oh,
whatever.
Magma again.
Luckily it's pretty easy. Oh, but you got these goons
Yeah.
freaking around you. But skateboarding sucks to go fast and far on.
Yeah, no, it's easy
Terrible.
to do tricks, and that's what it's meant for.
Yeah.
But if you're transporting or just trying to go
It's
somewhere,
awful.
not fun.
Yeah, but see, I had never even really I never even knew a longboard was a thing until I came to Davis because my freshman roommate and all his good friends had longboards.
I'm going to die.
And I had, well, this will be pretty weak. Well, at least we didn't make too far. We can start right over or whatever. That's pretty sad display of video gaming skill here.
Whoa, that thing is cool.
But oh my gosh. Okay, that was pretty weak.
Maybe we should go on easy.
Oh, that's so sad though. Maybe we should because I'm
all
paying
right.
much less attention to the game than I am talking. But but longboards though, much bigger wheels, the key much softer wheels as
That's
well.
the biggest part.
Yeah. And they are so nice to get around and super helpful, especially Davis because Davis is a huge campus.
Uh-huh.
Biggest UC. Most everybody bikes.
Isn't it the biggest campus in all of California?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
We should go.
And everybody bikes.
Yeah.
But I no longer have a bike.
Whoa, what the?
What are you doing?
Look at this.
Did you just like go through the floor?
Yeah. And I got this box. So fancy.
Oh, it's like a secret tunnel or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Monster Log Wisp, whatever that means. And almost everybody bikes here, but I no longer have a bike. I gave it to my girlfriend because her bike tried to kill her on multiple occasions. It was like from the 50s, like the 1850s, and I don't know how she ever rode it to begin with. But so I don't have a bike, so I drive. But then longboarding, just throw it in the trunk, pull it out, freaking cruising around campus.
Yeah.
Much, much better than walking. Because walking around Davis campus sucks.
Yeah.
Or, okay, it's pretty great because you can people watch and it's a gorgeous campus. But time-wise, if you're going from like northwest corner to southeast corner, it's a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
Like, actually. Which way are we going, left?
Yeah, because I think we've checked every right all the way.
Yeah.
And actually, to tell you the truth, back at the junior college I went to, when I would see people like skateboarding around, I kind of thought they were just like really annoying and posers and stuff like that, or just like really douchey. But like now that I've actually experienced it, it's really nice. It's really convenient you get to class quick. It's something really fun to do. You can go just as well. I mean, really good people can go just as fast as a bike, and you really don't need to go that much faster. And like I feel like there's another aspect of like with walking's really nice because you can kind of see the environment, you can kind of look around and look at stuff. And
Which is the only like the main thing I enjoyed about walking the quarter that I did walk.
Mm-hmm. And I would say biking, it's very difficult. I don't know. I think
you don't see anything. You're basically focused on not getting killed by people that don't know what they're doing.
And I think that's just more because you're going so fast and it's a little less stable. You kind of have to keep speed and keep focus. But with skateboarding, I feel like it's kind of a mix between that. Like it still like feels like you're walking, and you can see stuff, but at the same time, like you're going fast and you're getting to where you need to be.
Yeah. So. But speaking of freaking college, what?
Go grab that.
What is it? Looks like a fire hydrant.
Looks like a firecracker.
Infusion killing enemy permanently increases your health. Oh, what?
That's awesome.
That is fantastic.
Let's go get these guys.
Yeah. And we pool resources, right? So if I kill them, you still get all the money and everything, right? And now
we share all the money. So what we need to focus on is sharing items because whoever picks up the item gets that item.
Yeah. But I get the blood transfusions now,
That's
which
really
is
nice.
Great.
I want one of those.
Oh, but each enemy is like one.
But like, think of how many people we kill. We kill hundreds.
Yeah. But anyway, so one thing, freaking college transportation. I drive to campus, and so you need a parking permit to drive on campus. It's not enough that we pay freaking like $25,000 or whatever it is to come to this school.
That's not 25.
It's not $25,000. It was freshman year with like dorm and everything included, tuition's what, 15? Just under 15? Something like that. But no, in order to park on campus, you have to pay $500.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, so much money. $500 to drive and park on campus. And so, like, yeah, $15,000 wasn't enough for me. They need to take more.
Raphael, come join me.
Okay, hold on. But, so that's one thing about college that, I mean, everybody kind of realizes, like, everybody talks about how expensive college is, and, you know, like, people are like, oh, it costs an arm and a leg, you know, whatever, saving up for a lifetime to get through college, or, like, take out loans and then be in debt forever. But besides the big dorm and tuition costs, like these huge upfront costs, freaking college is just nickel and dime the shit out of you.
Absolutely.
Like,
well, I mean, and then there's even, like, the things that you obviously think about, which is food, but like even that, like that's a shocker of how expensive that gets, and just the convenience of eating out and how expensive that is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, luckily we have some name brand places on campus here. Like we got Taco Bell, we got Carl's Jr., we have Starbucks, you know, these things, and they're normal priced. But our other things are way overpriced for the quality, for the most part, food-wise.
And I would say that's partly due to kind of, I mean, mostly the school is to blame for that, just because since tuition is so expensive, I think that just brings the cost of just general goods up more. Oh, you're going to die.
I got to get out of there.
Oh, don't you die. Don't you die. You died again last time. You left me.
Okay. You died too, though.
But I didn't die first.
Well, I'm gonna kill these guys. I'm gonna get blood transfusions. But yeah, so, and then what else? Like, I remember so last year, whenever I didn't have a car pass last year, but I played guitar for College Life, our Christian fellowship on campus, every Tuesday, basically every single week. And I'm not gonna bike with my guitar and my amp. That's like impossible.
Oh, gosh.
So what is our game plan right now?
Let's kill this guy and then let's start walking right.
Okay.
Because I think left is pretty good.
Okay.
Let's go.
But
Let's see if there's anything
so like biking with my amp and my guitar would be almost impossible. And so I would buy a temporary
Go buy that
car
box.
pass, the box on the left.
Yeah, go buy it.
I'd get a temporary car pass, and it was freshman year. It was $7 a day,
Really?
which is a lot.
Yeah.
But
That's
then
all, no.
sophomore year is $8.
Join me.
Did you go all the way down?
Yeah.
Is there no fall damage?
No, there is.
Okay.
It's just not that much. Hey, you found it.
$8, and now this year it's $9, and I'm sure next year it will be $10. Like, which is a lot of money just to park for one night.
Yeah.
Shit, I died.
You died again?
I don't know how, out of nowhere. But yeah, they freaking nickel and dime you. And then like books are sometimes hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, books are, I think, the most overpriced
Yeah.
thing.
And then like even small non-hardback like random books are like $60, $70, $80, $90. I had an online book, a digital one, online, no print, no nothing. So the freaking, like, besides the research and development that went into that textbook, zero extra money for them to make more copies.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
It's just it's a freaking file. $94
That is ridiculous.
for just an electronic book.
Oof, I'm gonna die again.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to think of other ones. Like, we complain about it all the time. We should know. more
Well,
of these things.
like textbooks or just like
No,
other
no, no,
things
no,
that
no,
cost a
no.
lot?
Like the things that just cost way too much at college, and you don't realize it coming in.
Rent is a lot, and bills, all that.
Well,
good
yeah, that's
stuff.
the college town, like, because they know kids are gonna pay it.
Woo!
Damn it! Do we start over on this level, or do we start all the way over?
We start 100% all the way over.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a permadeath thing. You
Wow,
want to just go
we're
to
pretty bad.
Go to easy.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
But yeah, freaking college is so expensive. All the things outside of, like, tuition.
Here you go. Oh wait, no,
excuse me. No, you gotta choose character. But yeah, rent. Well, I mean, rent could be much worse though. Like, it's pricey here in Davis because Davis kind of like regulates that and keeps a lock on it. Brian knows more about that. But like in Berkeley, it's almost double what we do for like similar things.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
so expensive
totally
there.
did not put it on easy.
Whatever.
All right.
Moving on. I mean, yeah, we're not gonna last too long, anyways. But so that's one really annoying thing about college is that everything is so freaking overpriced, and they just nickel and dime you. Like, okay, they always say like, "Oh, we care for our students." Our motto at UC Davis or whatever now is "One Davis," or is it "One UC Davis"?
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Like, we're one people, and we look out for each other, and we're gonna do our best for you, and we care about you, and all this stuff. But like, we're still gonna just bend you over and take all your money
Yeah.
while caring about you, supposedly. Oh, meal plans. That's another thing. So I didn't realize, maybe this is a standard thing that I'm the only one who didn't know about, but I figured
Go start it.
housing costs for colleges included meal plans. But no, that's not true. That's not true. Freaking meal. We are getting so many Magma Worms.
I know.
Maybe
we
it's
got
not like a. Maybe.
no, because with the second game we played, we got
Oh, we
like,
had a
giant guy.
A giant guy. But no. So I paid for housing, and then in addition to housing, we had to pay like over $1,000 for a meal plan
Ugh.
per quarter.
Per quarter.
Per
Wow.
quarter.
That's
yeah. So
ridiculous.
it was over $3,000 in
just food.
in just food. And I mean, granted, UC Davis has some pretty damn good food relatively compared to other campuses.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still not good. You could eat out at so many good places for that much money.
Yeah.
You could eat out if you're paying $10 a pop at a restaurant for a meal. That's eating out 100 times. You could go eat out 100 times for that.
Yeah,
at a restaurant.
That's a little ridiculous.
And restaurant food is way better than UC Davis DC.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
However, I definitely have another side to the story, and that is I come from a junior college. I'm a transfer student. And I have absolutely zero regrets with making that decision. I mean, yeah, it would have been cool to come in here freshman year and kind of experience that dorm life, but
You
was
saved so much money.
not worth it in any way for the amount of money that I saved.
Yeah, no, so I spent, excuse me, ballpark, like, so 15 something extra. You know, I spent, in my 2 years as an lower classman, something like $40,000.
Wow.
You know, 30 in tuition, and then room was a lot,
Let's go buy some
food
stuff.
was a lot, whatever. You know, in the neighborhood between $30,000 and $40,000.
Wow.
And you paid what, like $150 per semester?
No, it was
$700
less than that.
per
But yeah, no, it was. I want to say it was probably like $700
per semester for Sierra.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I mean, I was spending
You spent like
with books like $2,000
a year. Yeah,
So
I spent almost that much on my meal plan. I spent more than that on my entire first year of meal plans.
Wow. Go pick some items up. I've been getting a lot.
Where are they at?
I just bought one right there. So
Okay.
right. And we should go in that pit and get all those little guys because they can't run anywhere.
Okay,
Those are these guys.
what guys?
You just gotta kill them, but they can't run anywhere now because they're trapped in here. Nice.
Piggy bank, give me that life savings.
Do that. We can do it again.
Okay. But yeah, so super annoying thing about college is that they nickel and dime you and everything costs too much. But Kyle, what are some other random annoying things that piss you off? Just like, they're not huge things, they're not a big deal, but
About college?
yeah, but they're just like so annoying or so infuriating at the time, and I don't understand why.
I think like professors. Like I mean, I came to this school paying a lot of tuition and money and stuff, and just hoping that my just with a mental idea of like what the professors are going to be, and they're definitely not what I thought they were going to be
For the money.
for the money. I mean, I thought I was going to get someone completely devoted to it, whereas going to a research institute, I mean, a lot of the professors, they're teaching on the side. Like the main thing they're doing is they're doing research.
Absolutely.
And they're just they're doing it on the side. It's not what they truly care about.
Yeah, well, most of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, like Tim's professor this quarter has like 1,000 people in her
1,000
class. She
people in the
lets
class.
everyone who wants to take the
That's
class
someone
enter.
who cares about what
Yeah.
they teach and about their students, and that's great.
Exactly.
I mean, there's definitely exceptions to both. Like you can
Absolutely,
go to
yeah.
a super cheap college,
And there'll be someone
and there'll be somebody
who
great,
doesn't-
there'll be
yeah.
somebody bad.
Yeah.
I just thought the majority
Yeah.
would be more
Better,
out there.
yeah.
And I think there's more so than a junior college.
Oh, yeah,
But
absolutely.
I don't know if I would say the majority. However, what I would say that is far different here than a community college is just the curriculum. The curriculum is way different, and the environment of the classroom is much more difficult and much more focused
Absolutely.
on the right information you need to know and those that you don't.
Yeah. Okay, well, yours was much more serious than mine. Because what I was going to say is when you're freaking lined up... Okay, so how it works here, and I think almost every UC...
We should move.
Yeah, we're going left?
Yeah.
Okay. We are scheduled... almost every class is 50 minutes long, and you start on the hour and then 10 before the hour. Before noon, afternoon, you start 10 after the hour, and you end on the hour. That way you're guaranteed a 20-minute lunch break in the middle of the day if you have class all day.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody always gets there early and crams around the entrance of the halls, no matter where you are. And for some reason, people don't understand that when the class gets out, they're exiting the freaking doorways and they're walking out the doorways.
Oh, I remember you were telling me about this.
And it's like, you've experienced it. We
Oh,
all
absolutely.
we experience it every single day, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But so class gets out, boom, professor says, all right, done for the day, go home,
This guy's
whatever.
just almost killed me.
And you're sitting there, and everybody's falling out of the class. Everybody's outside. I died out of nowhere.
You keep dying.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, we can't get past the second level. The
I
second
don't
boss
know,
is
man.
just too much for
I
us.
think I'm not shielding when I think I'm shielding. and I need to
That
pay more
could be
attention
it.
to that.
Or your guy could just suck.
Okay. I don't know, dude. I was carrying the team the last time we played with the 4 of us.
That's true. The guy you're playing as is really good.
Yeah,
I've
it was very good.
beaten this game on that guy.
Yeah. Anyways, so everybody's filing out through the doors, and then the people waiting outside, and like they have 10 minutes for their class to start. So they're
Yeah.
just gonna go in there and sit for 10 minutes, but they push through
Yeah.
and like push people out of the way that are exiting the classroom
It was
and
very
are going
cool.
in there, and then as soon as one person does it, everybody pack mentality starts going.
Yeah.
And now the whole like 400 kids that are streaming out 2 doorways
Yeah.
are now getting pushed against all the people racing to get into the
That
classroom.
is a little ridiculous.
And like I just sit there, I get there early every single time, but I never go in early. I wait for everybody to come out through the door, and I'm always almost the closest person to the door because I'm there early. I just am. I don't know why. And then I'm waiting for everybody to go out. Sometimes I hold the door open for them, whatever. But then now kids are just freaking pushing their way past me. Who's in the first one in line? I'm holding the door open for the people leaving, and then they're pushing past me and the people leaving, and like turning sideways and like squishing through the door and pushing people out of the way. And I'm just like, why? What are you doing?
There's literally
right now?
no reason for
There's
it.
no
You're
reason
literally
for it.
causing like havoc just to be able to get into like you got to get the best seat
I need my
possible.
good seat.
You need
I
a
need my
good
good
seat,
feet in class. And it's like
Even though everybody sits in like the same
everybody sits
area.
in the same spot
Yeah.
pretty much anyways. It's absurd. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's what I was kind of
Oh,
talking
all
about.
right.
So
Well, how was I
freaking.
supposed to know?
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, little things that are annoying as shit about.
Going on that though is just kind of like a student not thinking like common sense wise. Biking during passing
Here we go.
period is ridiculous. The fact that people like don't pay attention to the rules of the road for cars as a bicycle, like if you are coming into a bike circle, you wait and you go in when like there's no traffic.
Yeah.
If there's somebody in the bike circle, you don't
You don't have the right of way.
Go in front of them.
But everyone here thinks you do.
Yeah,
They think like,
everybody.
oh, here comes the bike circle. Everyone get out of my way.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I'll just find my place. I'm just gonna come
Yeah,
in here
yeah.
full speed. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, and I'm almost not going to look to the left at all. I'm just going to focus
Yeah.
on my exit point to the right. So everyone pay attention to me, get out of my way, and we'll all be okay.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I've become even more terrified. On a bike, we're pretty coordinated. You know, we don't ever really have... I got in one accident
Yeah.
because, funny story, girl literally just with dead eye contact to me, and I had the right of way on a straightaway, and she just walked her bike into me. Like, she was walking, and I couldn't stop because I was, like, surrounded on the other side, and
Yeah.
I didn't understand what she was doing. But anyways, that's the only accident I've ever had. We're coordinated. Bikes, it's pretty easy to dodge the crazies.
Yeah.
And the newbies that don't know what the hell they're doing. But on a longboard, now
Very
it's
difficult.
terrifying. Because you can't stop instantly.
No.
And people are just out to get you. They're out to kill you, Kyle. They really are. They just don't even care. But yeah, so that's absolutely another thing. That people don't know what the hell they're doing on bicycles. And that's at UC Davis because a lot of people bike. But I'm also a student at Berkeley. I take classes in Berkeley on Thursdays. And it's not bicycles there. It's just pedestrians that just walk across the road whenever the hell they want.
This is just as annoying.
And yeah, and I almost killed somebody a few weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, did I not tell you about this?
No.
So I'm driving, and I'm driving on, I don't remember the name of it, but I've come down Bancroft, if you know the Berkeley area. I've come south down the hill on Bancroft, not south. It's probably more like north, actually. But I'm coming down the hill on Bancroft. I've made a right. I'm going towards University because I want to go home back to Davis. And I've made a right. I'm going on that east-west road at the bottom of campus. And all the turn lanes or the intersections there are unprotected unprotected greens.
Uh-huh.
So no green arrows, just green straight ahead. And there's a green light. The cars in front of me are rolling. I'm rolling 30 mile an hour. And there's a bus in the left turn lane waiting. You know, you do that whole yellow light, I'm in the middle of the intersection thing. I'm going to go now because I was waiting, right? And it's a huge bus. And I come flying by at 30 because that's the speed limit.
Yeah.
You know? And a guy steps out from in front of the bus. He had crossed the street while we had the green lights. So going the opposite way, I don't know how he got past the traffic coming the other way. And then he's hidden behind the bus, and the bus isn't moving because it's unprotected. And he steps right out in front of me as soon as I am right there. And luckily, he pulled right back, but dude, I would have hit him. I was a foot away from hitting him, and I would have killed him.
That's bad.
Like, he just was walking across the freaking crosswalk, green light, absolutely not the right of way. He should not have been crossing, and that's just Berkeley.
That's just
Berkeley. That's all the time. That's all the time. Another time, a freaking lady, like, I had the right of way, and she started to go. I stopped, and then she waved me on, and then so I started to go again, and then she flew out in front of me and flipped me off and turned the corner.
Wait, she waved at you to go?
Yeah, dude. She was like, go ahead. And then just as I started to idle forward and get going at the stop sign, she went out in front of me again.
What?
Just to spite me.
What?
Yeah, this is Berkeley, dude. This is the type of people that live in this world. But anyways, freaking crazy, annoying things and stupid people and expensive schools and just everything. Mm-hmm. But can't be terrified of it, right? Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. Can't let the freaking Berkeley maniacs just get you down. But oh well. You're carrying the team here.
Absolutely. I did everything.
Yeah, you did that almost entire level by yourself.
Get your little body right here.
But anyway, hey, no teabagging in this game, all right? There's enough of that in another time. Oh well. Anyways, thank you all for joining us for the first episode of Between the Textbooks, College Guys podcast. We're gonna be back next week with another episode. Mm-hmm. Who knows what we'll be talking about? Hopefully Tim or Brian will be here.
Yeah, with special guests.
Special guests. Although they're not so special. They're going to be fairly regular, I hope.
They'll find that out. Yeah. It'll be a disappointment. It's okay. We're hyping them up.
Okay. But other people, we'll have special guests from time to time. But anyways, check out this game, Risk of Rain. It's great. Kyle, how much does it cost? Do you know?
Gosh, I would say probably like $20.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. Do it. Play it. It's fun. I suck at it, but that's okay. Freaking get a longboard if you're going to a college town, or a bike. Come to Davis.
Yeah. And if you suck at it, persevere.
That's right. Just don't kill anybody while you're... Yeah. Look to the left when you're entering the bike circle.
Look to the left. That's the moral of all this. Look to the left.
Yeah, just look left.